In late September, Scott and I decided to do some exploring somewhere new to us. We landed on the Mississagi Provincial Park area, Algoma country. We would go with no set agenda, just our gear, a borrowed map, and 4 days to meander as we pleased. By the end, we were in agreement that this was as good a fall trip as any we've done in our almost 30 years of tripping together. We would travel through a mix of parkland and crownland, enjoy a beautiful stretch of weather, and ultimately spend the last evening hammocks perched on a small mountain, treated to some special views of the clouds, stars, and trees as far as you could see. Walking in the clouds. Pretty cool. So come along for the ride. You'll surely get a kick, and maybe a lift, from this little canoe adventure.
In 800 meters, turn right onto Air Service Road.
Onto what?
Air Service Road.
Why?
Oh, did we? Oh, we missed our turn.
Oh.
What the? Hang on a sec now.
Hold on now.
Yes, we did. We overshot our turn by like...
We didn't have a karma moose this time.
Like 2 towns back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
2 little towns, but still.
It's not the size of the town that matters.
20K we missed it by.
20K?
20K.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We're about 20K out. We're just gonna paddle back.
Shouldn't be much of a problem into this headwind.
Alrighty, we're pretty close. I think we're about 20 minutes away from our launch point on Flack Lake. We're not sure yet even what route we're gonna take. We could do a little loop, or we could do a base camp kind of scenario. Scotty's got a bit of a bum knee, so we're leaning towards doing less portaging. See how we feel when we hit the launch. Coming up soon.
I don't have a rope on this thing.
All right, we've arrived at Flack Lake. We're the only ones here right now. It's a nice sign.
What do you think of my sliding adjustable seat?
Pretty cool. Scotty's new whip.
Like, is this seriously gonna hold me?
Wonder if that is reinforced. It's cherry, so
I don't know if this is fat boy rated.
oh, I'm so ready for this trip. The water is amazingly clear. There's Old Baldy. Maybe we'll head up there, maybe not.
This is the sketchy part. There we have her. Old Baldy. I tell you what we could do.
You look like a radio man.
Like what?
A radio man.
What do you mean?
Like an old army radio man with a big pack and an antenna. Portage number 1, about 1,000 meters. 1,000 meters? Yeah, 1,000 or so.
Yeah, 1,100, I think.
Take the packs first and then come back for the boat. Boats.
Around with cameras. Cameras. Alright. It is sure relieving not to feel the mighty weight of that.
Yeah. So we finished the first leg with the packs, and this portage is a bit of a humdinger. It has not been used much, that's for sure. Little game trails veering off here and there. Frustration with the elevation. I need a libation. I can see the lake.
That is going to leave an ugly little chip.
Super slippy. So out of shape. So out of shape. Alright, portage number, oh, I'm losing count. Another short one, 200 something. Slippery. Holy crap, there's some slippery sections on this one. Just these portages don't get much use, so even the nice, normally grippy flat rock sections have like a coating of growth on them. And when it's damp, whew, I just about went ass over tea kettle there. I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to kill myself in the process. All these rocks are moving. Oh yeah.
At least time I have this on film. Well, at least I'm in now. Wouldn't be a camping trip without a good soaker.
We made it as far as Sam Reed Lake and decided to look for a place to camp. How amazing are these little cameras?
How amazing are they, Scott?
They're quite incredible.
This new GoPro chews through the batteries a little faster though, that's for sure. Feels good to get to camp and put on some dry shoes after my little fiasco. Grapes.
So that's a liter.
Is this a proverbial 3-matcher?
This might be 2 lighters and a can of WD-40.
Dude, you're totally under pressure now.
They've never done this before. This here is what you call the old bottom there. We're gonna use what? Were we? Well, that's one match. Teetering on the brink. And I just blew it up. That would be the proverbial 3-matcher.
Come on, Camper McGee, what's going on?
You're the worst. You brought all the digital camera gear out into the goddamn woods. You can't even start a fire for these campers.
You gotta be pretty careful with this thing. Are you on pretty good ground there?
Thing's like a little blast furnace right now with all this wind.
Yeah. No. As much as I love sitting and drinking in the sunset, the photo bug in me is relentless. when that good light hits, I just can't help myself.
Time lapse, time lapse, time lapse. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Sam Reed Lake. We have literally not seen another soul since we went and checked in at the office. Didn't see anyone on the road on the way to the takeoff point. Not another camper.
So there were rays shooting like up into the clouds through the shadows.
I know you heard the wolf last night.
that thing was howling on and off for hours. Like at one point,
was it
though,
really?
early on, though, there were other wolves howling back from further away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. And it just sounded so sorrowful. It was like, I mean, I don't know what it was saying.
It sounded like, I was laughing to myself because I was like, it sounds like a person in the woods just going, ooh. Yeah, that was a crazy sound.
I mistakenly still had the 2-second shutter timer on, delaying it just long enough for Scott to raise his paddle. I think it actually made it a better shot.
I think this is the first camping trip I've ever been out of bed before you. This morning may be a first. You want to noodle our way back and like have a little food and pack up some and get in a good day trip?
Yeah, 100%. Better that than going to work, I suppose. On our little morning paddle there, I found a phaser. Yeah, it seems some alien must have left his phaser behind. It's got a lot of kick, this thing. Okay, we're geared up for a little day trip here.
What's that?
Just talking to the camera. Head over to Bobo Wash, check that out. It's supposed to be quite a nice lake. Had a nice paddle this morning, that was quite fun. The wind has picked up, that's for sure. A couple of short portages and a little lake, unnamed lake in between Sam Reed, the one we're on, and into Bobo Wash. like a 110 and a 200 or something. Let's go take a look. Okay, that was the flyby shot. Yeah, nice. I didn't want all that extra carbon on there anyway.
What about ISO limit? Should that be more like, what should that be right now? Like 800?
Yeah, that's what I usually do. The GoPros are no good at it.
And I'm 60 frames per second at 1080 resolution.
Yeah, that's good. 60, yeah. Got a big beetle. He doesn't want to let go. I find when I'm at the front of the boat, I get a lot of
Common side effect.
We're just gonna do, Scott and I are doing this little part of the loop with just his boat. We're making better time. And we can two-man lift across these little short portages from lake to lake.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Scott is ferrying me down Dollyberry.
Dollyberry, yeah.
Hopefully the wind will be pushing us all the way down so we can chillax. Maybe have a little sip of rum, some gorp. Sounds like an afternoon.
Oh, look at that funky nubbler there.
Could camp there in a pinch.
Just sling the hammocks really low between the stuff.
GoPro, start recording. GoPro, start recording.
Why do I have to ask you twice? All right, we just came down this little inlet. Hey, Scotty?
So stoked.
Okay, we're going back into Bubble Wash. We've seen some clouds that are a little bit worrisome on the rain front, but hopefully that's not the case. The forecast certainly wasn't calling for it. Weatherman telling us it ain't gonna rain. And now we're sitting in the drop top soaking wet in the silk suit trying not to sweat. Thought I heard some heavy hoof. We're scurrying back. We didn't expect this. It's actually rain patches, and the forecast for the whole week has been like, no, perfect, sunny, awesome. Anyway, so we left a few items out and about at the camp, not too much, but a few things. So we're scurrying back to hopefully beat this rain. So we're back now at the campsite under our little abode. There's the wonderful thing about a hammock is that the fly also just works as a tarp. Kind of get a twofer there, a twofer. Charge up some batteries. That's the little Anchor power bank. I've only got 2 batteries for the R6, so got to charge them on the run. What's it gonna be? A little bit of rye, a little bit of gin.
As we lazed around the fire, recounting our little day trip, Scott suggested that we make a break early in the morning, head to Old Baldy, hike up there with the essentials, and stay the night. It was a fine plan, and I pledged my full support. We had a second cocktail in celebration.
She's a sleeping bag open night tonight. Campers, what a day today was. Awesome exploring. Good company. Good times. That was quite a nice little loop we did today in that misty morning. Forgot to mention last night we heard a lone wolf howling on and off for a couple hours, ranging around different distances. I didn't have the gumption to get out of the hammock to go grab the little recorder. In hindsight, I probably should have. It's kind of haunting. It was a pretty strange sound. But anyway, we're getting to bed in good time tonight because we're going to actually strike back out towards Flack Lake, but then head west and climb up Old Baldy and maybe sleep up there tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. So Scott's got his alarm set for, I don't know. When's the alarm set for, Scott?
6. You want to set it for 7? Let's set it for 6, and we'll just see how we feel.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Set 2.
Yes, no, go for 6. I'm probably gonna have to get up to make a movement. Anyway, so tomorrow, back at it, back in the boats, back in the portages, doing it up. We will see you in the morning. Toma home out. Beautiful, calm morning. And we're up early. Get a head start to Old Baldy. Ready for action, Jackson. Have I mentioned beautiful morning? Have I said that? We're all packed up. I think it's about 7:30. Dreamy, dreamy, dreamy. No sense in using the wrong lens.
So we have a couple of small rugged portages and then one big long one to get us back into Flack Lake. And then we're gonna go to the western end of Flack Lake, hop on the Old Baldy trail and hike up that little mini mountain and stay the night, I think. Fingers crossed for a starry night. After all that cloudy action yesterday, it did clear up later on at night, but we wanted to get to bed early so we could get on the water in good time this morning. Beautiful. Have I mentioned? Beautiful morning. Are we camping yet? Snap, snap. Still experimenting with what strokes work best with this hull and shape. I gotta say, I really do miss the rocker that you have on a, Prospector or that style. I miss being able to spin on a dime, but I guess that's some of what you give up for the straight line tracking. All right, gearing up.
Gearing up, all right.
This one's pretty short, I think.
Just enough turning room there. Woo, sleepy. Some of these flatter rocks are still pretty greasy in the morning. Scraper. On to round two, the last portage run, other than the hike up Old Baldy. Alright, beginning the last phase. Last run on the last portage.
It's okay, you missed the camera.
Did I?
flock of cranes. Sandhill cranes, I believe they're called. This thing sounds completely prehistoric.
Get over as close to that knot as you can. And then kind of like, oh yeah, you can do it that way too.
Yeah, that worked out.
Maneuver. Root maneuver.
We're all ready to go, almost. I'm just changing up some batteries and doing a little camera messing about. Your chariot awaits. Heaven. Crazy. Crazy town. So Scott has misplaced his PFD. We've had these Ceratus PFDs for, I don't know, 12 years, 15 years, something crazy. He has no idea where the hell it is. He had it strapped to the front of his pack, and it's just gone. So he's going to go take a look. Hopefully he just misplaced it on the portage somewhere.
Success.
How far was it?
When you stopped to change your camera, I sat down on a log and it had like a big branch sticking up out of the back of the log. You know, it just flopped out right there, and it was off the trail, so you wouldn't have seen it when you walked by.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that, the old tumble home. Doing a selfie. Where's Scotty? In there? Where the hell are you? There you are. Alrighty. Black Lake, looking pretty glassy. Just what we wanted to see. We're heading somewhere down here. And making our way up there. And with that, we will be off. Last minute check. No PFDs left behind. Dude, it's blowing my mind that we're gonna be sleeping up there tonight. As we looked over the calm water towards Old Baldy, It seemed to be just a quick 10-minute paddle away. Distances, however, can be deceiving. As we neared the trail base, we realized that this hill would not be conquered without some effort.
All right, we just hung up our little bit of food that we have left over that we didn't want to haul up with us. And here we go, Old Baldy. Whoa. We are going to be gassed after this hike. Oh. Holy crap. Huge old pine cleared a path when it fell, smashing everything in its way. It's a monster. We just saw a grouse, I think.
Perched in that little tree behind those leaves.
Oh yeah, wow. Dying. Absolutely dying. So out of shape. Whiner, the complainer. Tumblehome's complaining a lot. Insane. Sweating profusely. This is more than I expected. Whew. Oh, wow. Amazing. Holy crap, you can never see far out there. That was an insane hike. But what a view. And it'll be pretty amazing up here tonight. Coming on to level 3 of the insanity. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? And what? Scott forgot his stove.
Strategically left it behind to save weight on this arduous trek. Not the kind of thing to hold back a couple seasoned bushmen like ourselves.
Campers. What a day today was. Quite a topper for this little trip. Topper on Old Baldy. Scott and I just spent all night sitting out, cold noses, sipping on a bit of rum. And the stars are off the hook. It's only midnight, but I'm just so bagged I've got to go to bed. All those portages and the hike up here was a beast, but totally worth it. There's 3 or 4 really good lookout points here, and we spent a bit of time on all of them tonight, and we will hopefully be up to see sunrise from the east, straight up from my hammock here. We'll see if I wake up at 7 or 6:30 or whatever it is. Good night. Wow, it's actually like blotting it out a little bit. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
This way.
You want to go the long way?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go around?
Don't you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. We're going that way.
Yeah, we might as well do the whole trail.
So we're gonna go continue the loop and do the full Old Baldy tour. Walking in the clouds. Pretty cool. Incredible view. Incredible.
The clouds in the valley's way off there.
Amazing. What a spot. Old Baldy coming through. Look at that. This is the opposite side. Looking east, you can see Baldy Lake down there. That's where we're headed. Fire tower is right there. And I am right there. Whew, just came down a slew of crazy elevation drops. A little bit of slip sliding going on there. Now I think we're getting down towards Old Baldy Lake. Old Baldy Lake. We've said Old Baldy just a couple times during this video. Beauty.
A few little curls of mist still in the shadows there.
Yeah. When we were looking down on it, we were up there. Goodbye, Old Baldy. Old Baldy, Old Baldy, Old Baldy, Old Baldy, Old Baldy, Old Baldy.
I often ask myself why I'm so passionate about canoe tripping. Fellow paddler and writer Douglas Coomer had this to say in Go With The Flow, an article he wrote for Silent Sports magazine. It was an incredibly beautiful morning in early spring several years ago when something strange occurred to me while paddling my canoe. I became aware of the fact I wasn't thinking about anything. At first, this might not seem like much to get excited or concerned about, but do you recall the last time you were aware of the fact you weren't thinking about anything? Total relaxation with the mind devoid of its usual unnerving chaos. It was seeing and listening without the voice in my head, identifying and naming everything that was in front of me. Simply recognizing everything at once. To be on a smooth, flat water run and feel the paddle through the entire stroke, while sensing the tiny changes in the direction of the hull. Being able to put the boat exactly where you want in a difficult eddy. Listening to a river for changes in the sound of the water ahead. Negotiating a tricky back ferry, a complex boulder garden, or dealing with a rainy day. If you are doing all of this without having to mentally verbalize your actions, then you are in the environment rather than passing through it. Total magic.
This is how you want it on your way out. It's really something, the lack of other people. I did not expect solitude on this trip, and we got it. I've got it like I haven't had it in a long time. You know, I've said it before. Well, I feel blessed, lucky, whatever you want to call it, just being born in this country. To have this much space to roam. It's something else. You won't be able to see it with the GoPro here, but directly above me, way up high, is a bald eagle. Well, successful trip, very nice trip, very fun trip.
That was a good one.
Really good one. A beaut.
Full of adventure. Full of grueling feats of physical strength, as well as some very calm, introspective, peaceful moments. So it's good. We had all the balance. Old Baldy treated us to some spectacular views. Wild star show. The mist this morning was amazing. We will not soon forget the climb up. That was quite a mission. Yeah, and the little loop we did the day before too was also like awesome.
Which loop?
The one that we did the day before when we went for the little paddle.
Oh!
Down through Bubble Wash. And could you imagine? Anyway, and I says to the guy, which way do we go here?